I love this question and thank you for asking. So first of all, let me say that I am a simple girl and I am the opposite of a boss babe. I am a mermaid. For me, luxury is eating a mango by a waterfall. For me, elegance is finding a beautiful stone or plucking a flower that I find. So you're wondering, how can I travel the world? How can I go around seeing pyramids? How can I pay my Starlink bill? How can I pay my phone bill? So I have a master's degree in psychology, but I choose to operate outside of the system because I just think the system is corrupt, it's obsolete, and I know all the way that I came here to be the change. So I don't believe in all those like insurance paperwork and staying in the box and like all those things that you have to check or make sense and all the diagnoses. I work directly for God. And what is God? God is you, God is me, God is the all. So in building this new earth, we each have an important role and we each have a piece of the puzzle. And I have been given a unique piece of the puzzle in that I was initiated with different indigenous tribes from a young age. So I've been shown different ways. So basically, I operate more like a shaman. I do everything by donation. So I'm not averse to money. I love money. I love nice things, nice house. I'm not impressed by nice houses if it's like too indoors or too artificial. Like I value actual quality of life, as in like the aliveness of the food, like the contact with nature. That's real richness for me, rather than like, I don't care if the house is big or small. I care, am I close to nature? Do I feel healthy? Do I feel safe? Like currently I'm house sitting for my friend and it's a brand new house and it feels super toxic to me. All the paint is toxic. All the appliances are toxic. Like I have to be outside. In Mexico, I've been living in a hut, but I do plan on making a more kind of like eco luxury style hut, a luxury hut. And I have a lot of builder friends who know how to do that sort of thing. I'm sure you've seen lots of beautiful things on the internet of what's possible with natural building materials. Anyways, I do psychology work, but I do it with a spiritual perspective. So I begin every session with an invocation, invoking the all that we're all a part of. So the infinite creative forces of reality, the creator, creation, God that we are all a part of. And I ask for guidance and protection around the session. And then I am granted permission to see through my heart, to see psychically through my heart for the intention of healing and evolution and the greatest good of all and bringing the win-win-win. But part of what I am doing, like part of what my task is in building the new earth, is sitting deeply in this embodiment of reciprocity. So before there was capitalism, before there was all this consumerism, there was just like the laws of nature. So I've lived with a lot of different tribes. In Mexico, where I live, it's still matriarchal, and I live in the south. I live in Oaxaca, and there's Zapotec people, and the women run everything. And I don't think that the way forward is going back to matriarchal society. I really believe that we need balance. However, I feel more comfortable living there because I'm deeply embodying feminine wisdom, and that's basically illegal in the United States. Everything is institutional here. Things that would naturally be like the feminine arts of like caring, nurturing, things like, you know, old folks' homes and just the more feminine way of doing things is not how things are done here. So I just feel more comfortable living there, but I also see all the faults and the flaws and the holes and how in infrastructure and in, you know, some of the government or lack thereof, and how it would be better if it was a balance of the masculine and feminine. But how do I pay my bills? People come to me, clients come to me for interdimensional healing work, which is basically like psychology, but we pray first. And also we honor the interconnection of body, mind, and spirit. And just because I do things by donation doesn't mean people don't pay me. People pay me well because I'm really holding this frequency of reciprocity. That's what I'm teaching. I'm teaching Americans that just because you bought it doesn't mean that like you own it. How do I say this? Like, how do I explain that to an American mind? Like the earth. Like if we have a piece of earth, we're really just stewarding her. You know what I mean? Like if you have a wife or a husband, you don't own that person. Like you're there to care for that person, to love that person. So when you go to like a restaurant, just because you're paying for the service doesn't mean that you can treat your waitress like shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so the way Mother Earth is constantly giving to us freely, she's giving freely, she's giving fruit, she's giving water, she's giving everything we need, shelter. And we usually forget to say thank you, but she's still providing. But if we keep forgetting to say thank you, she gets depleted. So it's important that we learn reciprocity. And that's kind of what I have been, one of the things that I've been tasked to do is to be in America as like embodying this anomaly of remembrance of a different way of doing things. So in short, I operate more like a shaman or a church, and people come to me and they pay what they can. They give from their heart. I receive from my heart, and I'm here to model that. And I love doing it, and I'm blessed and I'm provided for, and I get to travel the world and I get to help a lot of people. And when I get off a call with someone, I feel so rich just from having been able to help someone. You know that feeling when you're doing something that you love and that you're good at and that you're able to really make a contribution? Like, I feel so good when I'm done with a call. And people are very generous with me. People pay me well. And I also have a weekly breathwork class, and people donate by subscription for that. So most people are paying a monthly subscription, and that covers my bills. And I know how to wild forage and stuff. Like, I'm not afraid. I'm very at home. I'm very at home on Earth. Thank you for your question. Thanks for tuning in. Check out my website, lovelikeanocean.com.